Hi, it's John Kelly. In this module, we are going to discuss the audit report in Module 700 Revised. And as always, we want to be efficient and effective, follow professional standards, and document what we have done properly. Now, this is an international standard, and it will be effective for periods ending on or after December the 15th, 2016. However, this will vary by country depending on how countries adopt international standards. And for instance, in the United States and Canada, it won't be effective before 2018. Now here is the report. I'm just showing this so you can see it's rather long, more paragraphs than it used to be, and longer than it used to be. That's the first half. That's the second half. And now let's go through item by item. So the title is the same, Independent Auditor's Report, and it's addressed the same as before. So that's all the same as before. And so now moving to the report itself, the first and second paragraphs, substantially the same as before. The first paragraph is the old identification paragraph, and the only change is the phrase other explanatory information is changed to notes to the financial statements, and that is consistent with the emphasis elsewhere in standards on auditing the information in the notes. And then the opinion paragraph is moved up from the bottom. It's now the second paragraph and kind of in the middle of the report, but it's effectively unchanged from before. The third paragraph, 4 sentences, similar to before, basis for opinion paragraph. The first sentence was the second sentence in the third paragraph. The next sentence is added, but we kind of have to go to the last paragraph because you will see that the basis for opinion paragraph is shorter. It doesn't say as many things as it did before. And the last paragraph will allow us to provide a longer explanation of our responsibilities and the limitations of an audit in or on our website, on the auditor's website. Third sentence highlights independence, says that we're independent. That was hinted at in the third paragraph before. And then finally, we state that we think we've got enough audit evidence, and that was the old fifth paragraph in the audit report. The fourth, fifth, and sixth paragraphs describe management's responsibility. And you will note that the title is now extended to include those charged with governance. Before it only talked about management. Then the sentence, or the fourth paragraph, says that management is responsible, and that's the same paragraph as before. The fifth paragraph is new. It's added, and it says that it is management that is responsible for determining whether or not the entity is a going concern and disclosing matters related to going concern. So highlights the fact that management is responsible for this and implies that the auditor is not. And then the sixth paragraph says that those charged with governance are responsible for overseeing the company's financial reporting, and that's added. Seventh paragraph describes the auditor's responsibility and a bit of a longer title, Auditor's Responsibility for the Audit. The first sentence, similar to the third sentence in the third paragraph, and brings in the reference that was in the fourth paragraph to fraud or error. The second sentence is new and added. Reasonable assurance is a high level of assurance, but it is not a guarantee that an audit conducted in accordance with the international standards for auditing will always detect a material misstatement when it exists. So that's a significant warning to users that an audit may not find material misstatements either from fraud or error. And then we add a definition of materiality. Misstatements can arise from fraud or error and are considered material F. They could reasonably be expected to influence the economic decisions of users. So that adds a definition which is could reasonably be expected. Eighth paragraph, further description of our responsibilities in on our website, and we will provide a website link. And that makes up for the deletion of paragraph 4, and a more complete description and a longer list of warnings of how an audit might miss things can be provided. Then signature either in the name of the audit firm or the name of the personal name of the auditor, or both, and the auditor address and the date of the audit report. Both of those are the same. Now, as you're trying to draft a report in accordance with 700 revised, you will need to look at 701 key audit matters. 705, 706, 720, and 570, all revised. They slightly change consistent with the changes in 700 revised. So, thanks for listening.